I'll tell you what, folks, the Don, old Donald Trump there. Now, I'm not saying I'm a fan. I'm not saying I'm a supporter. So I think even if you support the fella, you've got to be a couple of tiles loose of a full roof. A full couple of tiles short of a full roof yourself, because the Don isn't. I don't know. He's hard to follow. He's hard to follow. Even though you might agree with some of the things he does, there's times you think, oh, you shouldn't have said that. Oh, no, I don't know about that. Oh, I don't agree with that. He definitely divides opinion. I think, as we say this side of the pond, Marmite. Very, very, very Marmite. But what I will say is, in his own way from time to time, what's that at the corner of the screen there? What the hell's that? The camera, isn't it? Sometimes he gets things done. Now, he did all these tariffs the other day. Was it against Canada, Mexico and China? Did all these tariffs and he said he was going to do it, and true to his word, he looked to bring them out. And his big things, a couple of things he's saying, look, they're not policing the borders are a mess, we've got people coming in from both countries. He said, and we've also got a fentanyl problem, and he's linked that, I think, in the main to Canada, which surprised me, more of that in a moment. And I can't remember his reasoning for China, but he's never liked China, has he? Anyway, this is what he's done, and Canada said, oh, we're going to fight it, and we're going to do this, and we're going to do that. Mexico came pretty quickly. Mexico said, well, what we're going to do, we're going to put 10,000 of our army, 10,000, on the border. They'll always be there, and we're going to try to stop our citizens, Mexicans, going over the border. He said, okay, then based on that, okay, well, I think he said, we'll hold the tariffs. Anyway, Canada said, oh no, we're going to fight, we're not going to just take it lying down, and we're going to put tariffs on you, blah, 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 we're not going to be bullied and pushed around. All of a sudden, I'm hearing today, Canada have decided to put 10,000 troops on their border to stop illegals coming across and to stop the transportation of fentanyl, and they're also going to create a job for somebody that's going to be in charge of stopping the production and carriage of fentanyl from Canada. Carriage is probably wrong. Transportation of fentanyl from Canada into America. Now, I didn't know loads of it was coming from Canada. I don't know what the deal is there. I don't know if it's coming from another country and through Canada, or whether Canada are making a lot of it and sending over. I don't know. I really don't know. But I'm thinking all of a sudden, it is through tariffs at both countries, and all of a sudden both countries between them are putting 20,000 army personnel on those borders to try to protect the borders. Well, that's a win-win, isn't it, for old Donald? That's all. He's after that more than anything, stopping people coming in. He's going to have his own people on the border watch, obviously, but he's got 20,000 that he's not having to pay for. Coming FOC, aren't they? It's a belting deal for him, and I thought to myself, well, tell you what, I'm not so sure I agree with everything he says, and I'm not so sure I'm all for all of his methods, but in this instance, it sounds to me like he's achieved his objective. It really does. Definitely tightening up those borders. I don't know, there might be some method in his madness, you just don't know, do you? No, you don't know. Anyway, I love you and leave you with that one.